Well, hello everyone. This is September for a Jedi, and I ran into some issues with a saber project that I have been working on. The last two videos I've been doing bit by bit on working on this saber right here, which is the Zweihänder from Ancient Armories. This was the scratched and scuffed, and I did some cosmetic stuff to it, uh, spray painting it, then wearing it down a little bit with some sandpaper, then adding some grip tape to it to give it kind of like a nice weathered look. And originally, I had some issues with cosmetic stuff with trying out one thing, and then I was kind of joking, "Oh, this thing's cursed because it's giving me so many issues." And I might have unintentionally actually cursed this thing without realizing it, or maybe it already came pre-cursed. Who knows? But either way, the other issue that I would have is with the electronic installing it. So let me first show you what electronics I got for it. I would think I was thinking, I was like, oh well, I've seen a few people have done this. Well, at least one person. Um, Darth. I'm probably gonna say his name wrong because I can't speak correctly, but I'll put his video down below. He does great work too, and apparently he'd done this and it worked just fine for him. But apparently for me, because it's probably just me, I'm just bad at things. Something that should be simple, I wind up turning it into a disaster. But either way, this is a very simple LGT saber core. This thing, it takes a little bit to kind of wiggle in there. So let me first kind of show you some of the issues I have with it. So first things first, screw this. The main thing is trying to keep the butt in line. Now this thing it's tight a little bit. You're trying to get at the right sweet spot. That's the thing. And usually rim up there. But the thing is, once I put this thing on, it wants to push down on it, and also, see, it pushed down a little bit, so it's hard to put the electronics in and keep them straight with that circle for the ignition switch. And also, when I rotate this, kind of show you, sometimes it wants to rotate with it. And also, I noticed, well, wow, okay. This time it didn't interfere with it because I don't know what it is, but this thing has been. I don't know what it's been doing. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's been kind of making it hard to like screw on correctly. So let's take that out. And the other thing with this is it has a pretty genius idea for like other lightsabers, especially like ones that are kind of built around it, and that is these two screws right here. Like, see how it just pops out a little bit? That just helps like bring it out so it's nice and flush and everything like that. Pretty smart. But for this saber, that has become a pain. It's hard to like, you gotta make sure to keep it down like this, because when those pop up, that gets in the way, and yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is trying to line this thing up properly has been a pain. And I also tried to using electrical tape, but when I used like at least 1 inch of electrical tape, it became too tight and wants to like makes it even harder and all that. So basically it's at that right type of like length or width or whatever you want. I can't speak, people. Basically, with the diameter as that, like, if I try to fix it just a little bit, then it becomes too hard. And if I remove that electrical tape, then it becomes, it's been a whole mess. That's basically what I'm trying to say right now. The other thing with the electronic components I got here is I don't know if I overcharged this. Now, when the company I bought this from, I can't remember on top of my head. I'll put a link to where I got this from. So this is most likely a user error on my part, so don't take it a negative towards the company. But they specifically stated that you would need to use the charger that it comes with, the charging cord, and they also send you a link to the type of like proper wall charging thingamabobber. I can't speak, people, so you're probably used to it by now. But basically, they said if I use the wrong type of cord or don't use that specific block, there's a chance that it will pretty much fry the board and do some other things like that. And me thinking, well, I got the cord, just plug it into my computer and be fine. But yeah, I put it on charge for a good while, like, and I kind of fell asleep, so it kind of charged overnight too. So I don't know what exactly happened. But basically, it's either that or me trying to fiddle around and just try to like make it nice and even in there has really like either bent a wire or something, or I just fried the board or whatever with the charger. So most likely it's a user error on my part. I messed that up most likely because that's how things usually go for me. But either way, this is more than just a rant talking about my issues with the saber, and that is, come on now, come on, Jesus, okay, there we go. Okay, so basically the other issue was I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I could just get a plug and play kit from a Saber Forge and just call it a day. Just do a basic, just stunt saber setup. The only thing stunt saber I've seen is the LED separate connected to the cords and to like the whole battery thing. And I was like, well, that should be a simple setup. But the thing is, where the emitter's at, there's only one attention screw, and that is for the blade. There's no other tension screw on this blade to really like add to like hold that in place. I tried looking to see if I can find a if I could find like one that's already like in its own little sleeve thing, like it's all in one easy thing. So I can just like throw it in there and just find something to put down here to kind of like keep it leveled and all that, and make sure it stays like right there so I can activate the switch and everything. And I don't really have the tools or the knowledge to actually add another attention screw to this. So basically, this is a call for help, pretty much. So if anyone has this type of saber from Ancient Armories, the Zweihänder, and you happen to run across the same issues, but you figured out a solution, let me know what you guys did, or if you guys have any ideas or anything, because I don't want to throw any more money into this right now. This is basically starting to turn into a money pit on trying to figure out things. So I want to wait until I find like good information on exactly what I need to do, so that way I can be like, okay, bam, done, good to go, spend that money, put everything in here and be all good to go without having to worry about no other issues or fitting or electronical malfunctions. So basically, just looking for just the real basic setup, just a light, and basically maybe just a light I can just easily switch out if I want to change the color and all that. But that is basically it. This thing has been turning into a cluster of what am I doing? This should have been simple. It should have been. But for me, things aren't simple. I mess things up somehow. But either way, let me go ahead and end this video. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me complaining about my life issues. So either way, I hope somehow you guys enjoyed the video somehow. And may the force be with you always. And bye, everyone.